I feel like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a sucker that, you know, I gotta pay somebody with not getting what I'm paying for. At the end of the day, if an MC don't come with full 3 rounds, I'm not paying them no more, man. It's just like, you know, because I feel like a sucker.
U2 is the third and last Quantum. At 814, meet X20.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Man, shit, that like button, that subscribe on your way in, man. I appreciate all the support. So I finally watched this Smack interview, man. Shout out to Smack and Jay Black for this interview, man. I thought it was very well conducted. It was very dope, man. It's good to see. Jay Black, they came a long way, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing his moves and everything. It's good to see his start. Obviously, I saw his start a lot sooner than y'all. I remember when Black had 100 subscribers, bro. 100 subscribers, and look where he's at now. So big salute to him for that, and just seeing where he's at with it. And so the interview was interesting, and it was good. And you know, obviously he had a lot to say about Twork, and I'm glad they dropped it on the URL channel and didn't just leave it on the app for people to be wondering what was being said who do not have the app. It definitely need to come out. And I feel like he was being honest on how he felt, but he was capping too. When it came to Twork, if I'm just being honest, I keep it real. You think he's not gonna book Twork again? No. This nigga is booking Twork again, bro. You better believe he is booking Twork again. Twork will battle on URL, in my personal opinion, this year.
Who the fuck is he? If that was me, you would have been in a hospital laid up to plug machines. The white boy heart pumping weak. They said he had a wild style, but I had enough of this kind rapping. Then cut the beat.
It's only March. You'll see this nigga back on URL. If he was really serious about sitting Twork down, bro, he'll sit that nigga down about 18 months. You wouldn't see Twork until next summer if he was really being serious. He's not going to do that, because at the end of the day, you got to understand how caffeine makes their money. They make their money off impressions and viewership. And there's a lot of people for Nu Jerzey Twork to battle that would be good battles that the people like. And despite his chokes, people still love Twork. Just like when Chess was going through his situation, they love him. It's people that don't even choke him about someone like a Av. Bro, ain't no way in hell y'all like Av more than y'all like Twork, despite everything that Twork go through. So with URL knowing that, and knowing that they need matchups, and knowing that they need the electricity of someone like Twork, and you got to think, anytime that there's a rival league that could possibly book Twork, not saying that RB is interested or he's interested in them, but what you gonna do? Not book Twork? Take him off a contract? Another thing you got to think too, he's probably under contract. So if he's under contract for, like, let's just say they signed him to like a 2-year deal, you didn't guarantee him battles based on the money. So what you gonna be like? Oh, well, I ain't gonna book you right now. I'm gonna sit you down. It's like, okay, you want to sit me down but still keep me under contract. I can't do that. So the thing is, if you take him off contract, or you say you're not rocking with him no more, now he can go battle on RBE. He can hop in the King of the Dot tournament. He can do all this stuff now. He can still keep his name afloat. Now, he won't be on the biggest league in battle rap, obviously, and he won't have the notoriety, and the stature that he has of battling on URL. But you still do not want your stars going over to another league at the end of the day. Because if he went to RBE, he could battle Hitman. And that would be a big battle. Let's just keep it real, it would be a big battle. Even though they have talked about battling before, that would be a big battle. I don't know if he's battled Ill Will. I don't remember if he might have battled Ill Will. He could battle A-Ward. He been talking to A-Ward, you know what I'm saying, about coming on. He could battle A-Ward over there. Knowing that, they won't get rid of him, bro. Now, what is Smack supposed to say? The nigga choked, but I don't care? What is he supposed to say, bro? Let's just keep it real. Smack gotta save face. He gotta say I'm gonna sit him down. He gotta say he's not respecting his craft. He gotta say that he doesn't take his stuff serious. He has to say that. Smack has been on record numerous times talking about people choking and how he's done with it, how he don't want to pay niggas and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, telling Surf that he got, I got 2 out of you, that's good enough. Smack has been on record saying that. I feel like people have done worse and been on URL again. They've done worse, bro. They cursed Smack out. Bill collected and said some crazy stuff to Smack before. Hitman Holla obviously said some crazy stuff to Smack before. You had the whole Pray for St. Louis stuff. You had a lot of people that had a lot of derogatory things over the years to say about URL. And you think, why, how does URL bring them back? But you bring them back because at the end of the day, you still got to have these battles flowing. And some of these battles are big battles. And it's just like, yo, I'll just get over it in order to do the battle. I remember Beasley used to tell me, this is how I know Twork could be back. Beasley told me out his own mouth, bro. He did not like UW and he did not like Arsenal. He just didn't care for him. UW was direct competition. And every time he booked Arsenal, he would continue to elevate Arsenal by putting them on the world's most respected platform, URL. He would elevate Arsenal even more. But then Arsenal would take that energy, go over to UW and say, F URL or this URL and this that.
Let a nigga come to my city talking them real nigga lines. I'ma show him in my city we like to kill niggas' moms. See, all the real niggas is dead or in jail. Only a few real niggas rhyme. I never seen a clock in a casket or cell. So in my book, Smack ain't no such thing as real nigga time. Oh, shit. Now y'all wanna know why I ain't battle on the last Smack? You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. I change numbers if they can't Dow Jones, they stock drop like the NASDAQ. I pistol whip your starter Calico, get his dad back, dad back, dad back.
So I'd be like, yo, that's kind of crazy. Like that. I was like, why y'all really still book them then if that's the case? Like if y'all have this disdain for UW and the fact that they're competition and the fact that he takes shots on y'all on other leagues, why do you still book Arsenal? You know what he told me? He said he gets views. He said he gets views. Now, obviously, they were on URL, and URL was booking battles, and URL had a YouTube channel, and they were getting paid by views, and the more views you get, the more money they make. But that's what I mean, bro. And these are people that have said F Smack, F Beasley. You know what I'm saying? Has said derogatory stuff, not even in just battles. They said it in interviews. So it's like they had that was a real energy. It wasn't just a battle bar.
Bill Collector versus Hitman Holla and Wildin' Out. Don't tell nobody. We're setting that up. That's what we're setting up right now. Fuck URL. Tell them I said it.
Twork would definitely be back. He's under contract probably. And with being under contract, they have him guaranteed for battles, bro. Guaranteed for battle. Why? How can you sign him to a contract and then tell him you're not gonna book him anymore? You might can sit him down for a little while, but to think like you just finna go a year, 18 months, and you're just not gonna see Twork on URL is absolutely false. But Smack had to say what he said because at the end of the day, saying anything else would have looked stupid, and it would have just made his brand even more watered down. If he'd have been like, when Jay Black was asked him about Twork, if he would have been like, yo, Twork, and if he would have said Twork is choking and stuff, he would have been like, well, you know, we gonna still book him anyway. What kind of message are you sending to people? You gotta at least have a threat out there like, yo, Smack is gonna sit you down. But Smack ain't gonna sit him down. Let me tell you how Twork is about to get back on URL, bro. Quicker than you think. If I'm not mistaken, he's probably gonna end up battling Snake Eyes for Midnight Madness. I know Snake Eyes is going to battle Cortez next. You know what I'm saying? I know that battle was coming up for the belt or whatever. He don't even got the belt no more, so it's crazy. But a part of me felt like a Snake Eyes and Twork battle is somewhere down the road to happen. And if that happens, I got Twork winning, bro. I think he's better than Snake Eyes. I think he's more electrifying, and he just has more talent. And I feel like the only way Snake Eyes will win is if he chokes. But that battle would be a pretty big battle, just even based on the promo. And I feel like if Twork gets through his material with 3 rounds and gives you like one of them Loso kind of battles, I don't see no way URL don't bring him back. So URL can bring him back with certain options. They can just keep him off main cards. They can bring him on for an app-only event and kind of keep him out of that whole caffeine spotlight where if he does bad, you only hear about it. You don't actually see it because it's app-only. You only see it when they bring it out. And you know how URL with app-only events, they edit certain ways to make stuff not look as bad. So Twork can choke for 45 seconds. On the app, look like the nigga choked 6 seconds. They'll get right back into it, edit all that extra footage out. You know that doggone, you know how he was looking when he battled real name Brandon, nigga, head down, bent over, arms on the knees, talking about, man, you know, we gonna sit here until I get this out. You know what I'm saying? They'll just edit around all that. You won't even see all that on the app only event. They could do that. They could put them on something that's kind of safe. You got some stuff that's safe. A safe battle to bring Twork back 2-on-2. Double impact. Very safe. Put them on double impact with like Shotgun Suge. They had a very good 2-on-2 battle before. Or you can put them on 2-on-2 with like a Jack Boy Main. Like one of his partners, some Lou Castro or whatever. Ace Amin. And then he was only rapping half the battle. And not a lot of expected out of a 2-on-2. Niggas ain't really tripping that much if the battle don't go great. That's another showcase for you to see like, okay, let's see if he really got it. I can put him on an app-only event. I can put him on a 2-on-2 card. Or I can just put him on a smaller URL card, like maybe a super fight. I don't really got to be putting Twork out there on these in any given Sundays, these resolution cards, these really, really, really big cards, and I can give him lesser names and lesser pay. To punish him is not really to put him on no cards. That's the best way he should be punished, honestly, but that's not what they're gonna do. It's lessening his pay. You can lessen his pay and give him lesser competition. Now you may say, well, if you give him lesser competition, he won't be motivated. Well, he ain't motivated for the higher competition. So at least I'm gonna pay you less and give you lesser competition. So now I might have you battle none. You know what I'm saying? For a regular super fight card. And you got to work your way back up to where you can get certain people. I give you like none. I might give you, I might give you an up and comer. You know what I'm saying? Like a Kid Slade. Twork versus Kid Slade or something. They'll look at his real name Brandon battle. They'll look at his surf battle because he choked in a surf battle. And they can just really just give him way lesser names than a Sue Surf or somebody. And he has to build his way back up. And you got to think, if he does not do well against a Kid Slade or in a 2-on-2 or something like that, the culture won't really care anymore about him anyway. They'll just be like, damn, you went from battling like Gnomes and Summer Madnesses versus DNAs and JCs and Geechee Gottis and Surfs to you arguing in spaces with Snake Eyes, damn near begging a nigga for a battle. He begging Snake Eyes for a battle, bro. That's just how far Twork has failed, that he's begging Snake Eyes for a battle in the spaces. So that's how he comes. And if he keeps losing, then we won't really care if they bring him back or not. So I think URL was really capping in that situation. They had to save face, had to say something. They couldn't act like they were cool with the chokes. But this notion that URL won't bring Twork back or isn't going to bring Twork back this year was all a lie. It's all a lie, bro. And their history is saying that ain't even how they move with battlers anyway. Especially battlers with talent and popularity and views like a Twork. So, yeah, if you was a newborn and you wasn't really getting many views, yeah, they'll dismiss you. This ain't working out. You Nu Jerzey Twork. You getting a lot of views, a lot of mentions, a lot of hits. You know, you one of the few battlers with a blue check. You know what I'm saying? Like, people rocking with you in this culture. URL knows that, can't afford you to go to no other leagues, can't afford to not book you because you under contract, all this kind of stuff. They got to just strategically figure out a way to keep you in the culture and keep your name back relevant. You got to be rebranded. That's really what you got to do. And you can do that by putting them on lesser cards, but still a good magnitude. A double impact would be perfect. If him and Suge went out there and rocked the room on a double impact, people will be more accepting of him being on a bigger card. So either you do that or you give him lesser names. Kid Slade. Him and Kid Slade could probably be a pretty good battle. Niggas be sleeping on Kid Slade. Kid Slade is nice. But you give him like a Fonz. You give him a Kid Slade. You give him these kind of battlers, and he has to build his way back up. And I feel like that's what URL will do. Maybe do that. Maybe lower his pay. But not booking him at all? Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not, bro. You gotta believe half of what Smack's saying in that interview, because that is all cap.
I feel like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a sucker that, you know, I gotta pay somebody with not getting what I'm paying for.
That nigga would definitely be back on URL. If Anwar gotta get on his knees and beg Smack to bring this nigga back on URL, he will be back on URL. For all I know, he could be telling Twork, yo, battle for free. Just to prove yourself. Just to get back on. You might have to do a free battle. He will be back on URL most definitely, bro. And that's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know, man. Let me know what you think. Should he be back on URL? Where are you at with Twork? Are y'all rocking with him? Not rocking with him? Do y'all want to see him? Should URL drop him? Should he go to another league? Do we need a whole new change of scenery? Is it too much pressure? Where do y'all feel like should happen to Twork if you was Smack, man? Holla at your boy.